I get crazy. I get crazy.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
You don't want to set me off.
We both can get.
How bad did it get at home between the two of you?
I made mistakes in that I didn't go with my gut instinct and the feel, and I know Nick better than, some expert who's never met him. And I think had I listened to my own instincts, I would have done a lot better by Nick.
It was a real nutcase. I was crazy, and I just it was more than drugs.
This is a very sad, shocking case, and we all know that Rob Reiner was a very popular Hollywood director, so he was very well known. And it's just, you never, and I always say this, money cannot dictate the happiness in your life. It just cannot, no matter how much you think that it does. And this is a case of complete negligence. Parenting, now the price of it, the guy apparently, Nick became an addict at 14 years old, which is really young. And I think wanting to take it on your own was Rob Reiner's biggest mistake. And in that Hollywood circle, you don't know what kind of childhood they have.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough.
I'm at that age. So I don't want to conclude on it. And, Megyn Kelly recently, mentioned that maybe he went through some sort of abuse.
I guess it could have been pretty awkward when PETA approached you about joining their team.
I'm gonna go. Okay.
And this, of course, this is all speculation. But in my opinion, in that line in Hollywood, we've seen so many of these celebrities, especially children like Justin Bieber, Britney, who've grown up there in that line. Lack of parents or lack of guidance, we've seen how that has, affected them and how they have not been protected as kids. But in this case, it's the other way around, where both the parents were involved, but I would call this overprotection. Britney and Justin had no protection. They had no support from their family. Their families were like predators. But in this case, it's a complete reverse. Nick is a predator. And there are something called predator, the children or predator parents. So parents who, like, for example, Britney's dad, I feel, in my opinion, he definitely was a predator dad in her case. And he didn't really care about her. He just wanted to make money off of her. He didn't care about her well-being or mental health, nothing. So then there's a predator father. In this case, it's a predator son. Rob Reiner did the biggest mistake. He should have given it to the professionals to take care of Nick. By taking it into your own hands was the biggest mistake they make. And I came across this post on X, which really summarizes it really well. So this is really well analyzed here. Rob Reiner created the monster who killed him. Reiner's parenting skills were atrocious from the standpoint of wanting to be Nick's friend rather than his father. In the interview from the press tour of Being Charlie, an autobiographical tale of Nick and Rob's life, which was no doubt will be used in court against Nick, you can clearly see the power dynamic at play. Rob clearly loved his son Nick, but also was very fearful of hurting his feelings and let that fear destroy his ability to effectively parent him. Nick clearly has hatred and distrust for his father, dismissing him, controlling the majority of the interview. He is fake, distant, and manipulative throughout. Rob Reiner committed the biggest sin of parenting, ignoring the warning signs and attacking those that point them out. Exactly. Constantly defending your son's bad behavior is the worst thing you could have done. Rob may have been a great director and may have made magic, but he didn't bring the magic home. As a parent of a 19-year-old, I'm fundamentally doing the exact opposite of what Rob Reiner did. In my situation, I've chosen the path of practicing tough love with my son, refusing to validate his fantasy virtual reality world. Because that's what kids do. Kids will push and they will try to test your limits because that's what kids think, that they will try their best, okay? And then they want to see a pushback from you as a parent, And I think that's what's missing. This is not judging Rob, Reiner's parenting. This is not about judging him. It's not that. But overall, I think when something is getting out of control, the moment your son is getting violent and physical, he's threatening to hit the glass, next it's going to be you. And these are abuse signs. They should have got him professional treatment, put him with professionals and let them take care of it and give him a very clear instruction that you will not be allowed into my house unless you learn to behave yourself. And that should have been done as at the beginning. And it's very easy to sit here and we can say 100 things. We don't really know what happened in the house. Obviously, I understand that. But it's a wake up and reminder for everyone, that just because you have money and fame doesn't guarantee that, you're going to have the best life. It's the exact opposite. It comes with more pressures. It comes with more problems. It comes with easy access to everything. So they'd have it tougher. And just rest in peace for Rob and Michelle. It's really sad what has happened.